Hey, what's up, brothers and ladies? Welcome to the very first video, which is basically related to Android app development section. And today we're going to see how we can create animated splash screen for your very beautiful Android application. So let's get started. Okay, so let's take a look at the final project first so you can know what you're going to learn and make a decision that you're going to stick with me or kick my... Okay, forget it. Alright, this is our emulator and here is our cute little splash screen. And as you can see, there's an animation. Let me show you again. So there is our little splash animation. Our logo and tagline appearing and fading out one by one. Alright, so that was it. This is exactly what you've been looking for, right? Yeah, I'm a sufferer like you as well. I look for things on the internet and people do everything but exactly except the one I'm looking for. And then I have to forcefully make a video on that. Okay, enough talking. So let's open up your Android Studio and create a new project with empty activity. I'm going to name my project Splash Demo. Select your location and hit next. Next. Select empty activity and finish. Alright, so our code is ready to modify. First of all, we need our images which you are going to animate. And I basically designed them using Photoshop and Illustrator. As you can see right here, these content are created in Illustrator, and then I bring it to the Photoshop and create PNGs. So here are my images. You can use custom images as you want them, and it is good to use transparent background PNG images, and make sure that the name of your images are in all lowercase, okay, as that is important. Now we need to navigate to our project. So navigate to your project, and inside of your project you will find a folder called app, and go inside of this src and main and res. So now here create a new folder called drawable dash xxx hdpi and hit enter. Now go to your images and copy them and go to your project, and inside of drawable just select the drawable and press Ctrl V and select this one, drawable dash xxx hdpi, and hit OK. Okay, as you can see our pictures are there, and you can also copy the pictures over there and paste it over here as well. So as you can see that we basically did the same thing using different way. So now we need an activity to put our images on that. So let's go ahead, select this com.blackbird, whichever your package name is, and right click on that and go to new activity, empty activity, name it splash screen, hit OK, finish. Now go inside of your layout and select that specific XML layout for your activity, and here first of all change this constraint layout to relative layout and take 3 image views, image view match parent. In case of my images, as my images have different resolutions, you might need different parameters to set your images inside of the activity. So give our image views some id equal to image underscore 1, and we need to set our image with the image view. So at drawable image 1. So as you can see, our image is already here. Just copy it and paste it right here. Change the id to image underscore 2 and the source as well. So as you can see, both of our images are here. So we need another image view. So let's create another image view. Set the height and width to 10 dp. Give it an id at plus id final delay. Okay, so we are done with our layout. Now we need another directory inside of our resource folder. So just right click on the resource, go to new directory, name it as I am naming it, ANIM. Make sure all in lowercase, hit OK. Alright, so right click on the directory, select new animation resource file. Okay, name it anim1. You can name it as you want, but make sure that the name is in lowercase. If you put uppercase, then it will give some errors. Okay, anim1. Another one we need anim2, and another one which will be final delay. Okay, so this is basically where we will be coding for our animations. Okay, so we will be using XML codes to animate our images. Okay, so make sure that you're inside of this angle bracket and type in start offset. Okay, so give it a value of 400, and now here type alpha, just close it, and inside of this section just type in from alpha, go to the next line, type in to alpha, then type in duration, and we are not getting any suggestions for this. No worries, just type in Android before it, and I'm not giving any value to it right now. And now type Android feel after and set it equal to false. Okay, so set the value of this from alpha to 0.0 and to alpha to 1.0, and duration will be 400 milliseconds. Now type set start offset and give it a value of 1600, close it, and inside of this set, make sure that you are inside of this set and copy that alpha section over here as well, and this time put 1.0 over here and 0.0 over here, and duration you can put any duration you want. I'm giving 500 here, and we don't need this one over here. And right after that we need another bit of code, which is scale. And first of all, I'm going to close it, and inside of this I'm gonna type from X scale, go to the next line to X scale, and again from Y scale to Y scale, and we need to give some other values as well. So copy the duration, and now this time set it to 5000. I'll explain why we have done this later. Some other values, so pivot X and pivot Y. Okay, so give them as 50%, 50%. This really doesn't matter, but just keeping it. Give it a value of 1.0, no dp, to 0.0, and same for this as well, 1.0 to 0.0. Alright, we are pretty much done with this section of code. Just copy all of it. Come on, I have done it in final delay. Seriously? Well, cut all of it and paste it in your animation 1 and animation 2 as well. Just change this value to 600 and this one to 1700. All right, and other part of the codes will be remaining the same. And now inside of this final delay, just copy a little bit code from here, paste it over here, and give it a value of 2600. I'll explain why, and just finish it. Come on, what the heck? Okay, so now just again go inside of this bit of code, copy this. Just we need to put some animations, that's it, nothing else. So we're pretty much done with the coding part for our animations. So these are basically our 3 different type of animations we are going to use for these 3 different image views we have created over there. And now just go inside of your splash screen, I mean the activity which you have taken for the splash screen, and inside of this class we need to initialize all those image views. So image view iv1, iv2, iv delay. Okay, and basically all these delay things we have taken an animation code for delay, variable for delay, and another image views there as well. So basically we have taken this bit of objects, the delay, so that our activity doesn't close as soon as our animation ends for these 2 pieces of images. That will look kind of bit odd. Okay, now we need 3 objects of our animation. So anim1, comma anim2, anim delay. So now we need to associate our images with our image view objects. So iv1 set it equal to find view by id r.id dot image1, close it. iv2 and set it equal to find view by id r.id dot image2, and iv delay set equal to find view by id r.id dot final delay. Okay, now we need to associate these animation XML files with these animation objects. So type in anim1 and set it equal to animation utils dot load animation. First of all, we need to pass our context, which is splash screen.java, and then we need to navigate to our animation XML files. So that is inside of the resource, animation, and now anim1. Okay, so anim2, which is our animation object. Well, let's just copy this, paste it to anim2, and this one anim delay, and this is going to be final delay. So now we need a little more code to attach our animation with our images. Anim1 dot set start time. This is going to be animation that start on first frame. And now we need to associate our image view with this specific animation. So we are going to use our first image, which is iv1 dot set animation, which is anim1. Alright, so we are done with our first animation. Now copy this bit of code and paste it over here and paste it over here as well. Set it to anim2, iv2, anim2. Well, this time this start time is going to be 0, and this one is anim delay. Start time will be 0 as well, as we have set the start time over here inside of our animation. We basically don't need to set any start time over here. Okay, so iv delay, anim delay. So that's it. So when our third animation will be done, we need to finish this splash activity and start this main activity. So to do that, what we can do is take that anim delay object and dot set animation listener, this one, new animation listener, animation listener. So here we're getting 3 methods. For one is on animation start, on animation end, and on animation repeat. So inside of this on animation end, we need to start a new activity. Start activity, new intent, this comma main activity dot class. And we are getting an error, and that is because we cannot use this inside of another method. So just type in get base context or get application context, whichever you want. Both of them will work. So now just finish, and this will start our main activity. Now we need to do a little bit more work, which is go inside of your manifest, select this manifest android manifest.xml file, and as you can see that we have our splash activity over here. Just make yourself some room and just copy this bit of code from your main activity and paste it over here, and just change the category of your main activity to default. Okay, so we are done here. So now let's run our program. Let's see if it works or if it gives any errors. So here is our application and nothing happens. So what we have done wrong over here, let's check. Everything looks fine. Alright, so we used set animation, and what should be used is start animation. Thank you for being such an idiot. Alright, let's check again. This time it should be working fine. Hey, our animation is here, but our background is white. And we have some other problems. So let's go ahead and first of all change the background color. So here background should be let me copy the color from my okay, so 9ED 9DB, this is the background color. Paste it. Now we're getting a beautiful color. And another problem is we are having okay, so another problem is we are having this title bar in our splash screen which we don't want to show. So what we can do is go to your splash activity and just right above this set content view type request window feature window dot feature no title and the line, and let's run our code now. And we're still having our title bar and the notification bar as well. So why we are getting it? So let's go ahead and first remove the notification bar from there. So let's type in this dot get window and dot set flags window manager dot layout params dot flag flag underscore full screen comma the same bit of code again. Okay, so we're good to go, but still we'll be having our title bar and our notification bar in our splash screen, and that is because we are extending app compact activity. So our problem is we are extending app compact activity. So just go ahead and change this to activity, and this time everything should be perfect. Let's check. So our animation is working fine. So that was it, guys. One more thing, I need to explain the animation thing with you. So basically what we are doing is, first of all, we are taking a completely new activity for our animation screen, and I guess you know that one activity represents one single screen. And then we need to set our images and position them inside of our activity. All the design section we'll be doing inside of that activity, and then we'll create a directory called anim. This specific name is important, and if you name it something else, then it will not appear over here, and you'll be unable to create these animation resource files as well. So after that, we need to create some animation resource files and type in our animation codes over here. So basically what we have been doing here is that this alpha basically works for the opacity of our images, or you can say it controls the transparency of our images. So here basically we are saying that we need our image to go completely transparent to completely not transparent, and this animation will take 400 milliseconds to take place, and then we are staying on that state for 1600 milliseconds, and then we are just disappearing our animation using this alpha again. And here in this section of code scale, what we are doing basically, we are keeping our image at the smallest size. So as you can see that we are scaling it with respect to our x-axis and y-axis, and we are setting it 1.0 to 0.0. So, and this pivot X and pivot Y is basically for the position of our images. And where exactly you can find this bit of codes, I'm going to show you. Just open up your browser and search for Android XML Animation. Okay, and look for developers. Okay, we're having it on our first result. Just go inside of this one, this link, developers.android.com guide and whatsoever. Okay, now if you scroll down a lot more, if you scroll down and scroll a little bit more here, as you can see here, almost 30 or 40%, if you scroll 30 or 40% of this page, you will see this section of code. Here we have alpha, we have scale, we have translate, and we have rotate. So these are 4 basic animation types you can apply on your images. So that is it, guys. So I'll be uploading some other videos on this splash animation, which will be like showing 2 different animation on one single activity and some different type of animations as well. If you're interested to see them, you may subscribe my channel. Not you may, you should subscribe my channel. Please subscribe my channel. As you can see, that is very startup kind of channel. So your support is the most required thing right now. And hit the like button if you like the video, and stick with me for more interesting Android development videos. I'll be making a lot more videos on splash screens, and I'll be doing a project on Firebase, which I'll be uploading on YouTube as well. I'll be doing it as a tutorial. So have a great day. See you next time.